Hey there, Juggies, it's your old pal McJuggerNuggets here, and this is a little update video. I did fan mail on Monday, but I neglected to talk about my London experience and what happened with my dad breaking my DS. Here it is. As you can see, this is just one half. It literally split right down the middle, right where the... Oh my god, I almost dropped it. So yeah, you can see the insides, you can see the game popping out here. I was actually playing Super Mario 64 DS. Just collecting stars. I was just going for a little nostalgic trip. That and there's a lot of playtime in it. I don't know if it still works, the actual game. It did get completely drenched, so I don't know. Here's the other half of the screen. As you can see where the connector kind of got ripped in half. Funny enough, or not really that funny, but if you look down at the bottom where the light appears, it actually turns on. See that green light? Yeah. Oh, turns red for a little bit. Yeah, so it's completely ruined. I don't know if the game works or not. I don't have anything to test it out, clearly. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can check that out right down there. What ended up happening was my dad just got really pissed off. So I was playing my DS while on this London trip. A lot of people have been hating on me in the comments, I noticed, and I think that's a little unfair, given that the trip was technically funded by me, go figure, because I was asked to appear on television, and my dad came along with me. So that was my trip. I had already explored the sites. I had seen the London Eye. You guys saw footage of that. I saw Big Ben, and you guys saw me talking to Shrek out and about. I definitely explored one of the whole days. This day that he freaked out on me, I was just in there because it was cold, raining. I can do whatever I want. If I want to play video games, then I can play video games. I already sightsaw. It was fine. But he overreacted because you guys know how he is. So you guys can believe what you want, but I don't think I was wrong there. And for you to overreact and destroy my personal property, I believe is crossing the line. I'd say the worst thing about it was, eventually my dad had to come back to the room, and yeah, we still had to share a bed together. So it was extremely awkward. We barely said 2 words to each other until we got back home, and it's been awkward ever since. But I also still haven't forgotten that he shattered my play button just a couple weeks ago. So I've been thinking about getting back at him. People have said it's probably not a good idea, but I can't just keep letting these things happen. Alright, so let me talk about my actual experience in London outside of that. And to do that, I'm going to muster up my best British accent. Don't ask me what area it is from. I know there's different types of British accent, but I'm just going to go with what I know. Alright, so let's talk about the more positive side of the trip, and that would be my general London experience, which, if I was to sum it up in one word, it would probably be... what's something British? It was smashing. It was smashing, or it was bloody brilliant. Oh my god, you hear my mom yelling at the dogs? Aside from my father smashing the Nintendo DS, I'd say there's a lot of rain. Definitely a lot of rain there. It's pretty normal for it to rain for like every single fucking day. It's also a little breezy, especially you go down a narrow street and there's a draft. Not a draft beer, but a fucking wind just up your knickers. The general city itself is dare I say brilliant again, because that's all the I don't know many British adjectives. Some of you Brits watching this are probably like, look at this fucking ponce trying to do a British accent. It's horrible. It's almost offensive. But no, the city itself is beautiful. I loved all the great architecture, and honestly, I compare it a lot to New York City. In just its general size. It's just the buildings are different styles. I said this in a stream last night. I was like, say you're in New York City, you're going down the sidewalk and you look down the alleyway. Usually you'll see a homeless person fighting a cat. You see a hobo fighting a cat for some scraps. You do that same thing in London. You look down an alleyway, you'll see 10 of the best restaurants you ever laid your eyes upon. Little mom and pop joints, you get some toffee pudding and whatnot. It's beautiful. There's little hidden gems all throughout the city. There's always something going on around every corner. There's not much poverty. If anything, it's just a lot of money involved. There's a lot of nice cars. You could pay upwards of like $1 million just to own an apartment in some of the finest parts of the town. Our hotel that we stayed in was in the heart of London. Honestly, my parents' bathroom in this house was bigger than our hotel room. You imagine that? The food was all generally good. It's a lot of stuff you find around here in the States. There's definitely a lot of Indian cuisine and other cultures. You got some of the other European cuisines kind of meshing in to London's restaurants. The people are all amazing. I mean, they all have the British accent, which you just fall in love with, and it almost becomes an addiction just to try and replicate it. Everyone just sounds like sophisticated. I don't know, we have this misconception that all British people are classier and fancy just because of the accents or how they're depicted in the media. I don't know. But I will say, everyone who talked to me was extremely, extremely nice. Some of the nicest people I ever met. I met this 80-year-old old couple. They watched Breaking Bad. They called me Jesse Pinkman. Yo, bitch. Unbelievable. That's the first couple I met that will watch Breaking Bad. Now, outside of the town, the people, the cars, the buildings, my experience on television was actually extremely fun. Fascinating. I got to be backstage, learn about the process. I met some really cool people. I met Tyler Oakley, I met Kevin McHale, and a bunch of other British celebrities and comedians. Very accommodating, and it makes me excited for the future, possibly being on future television shows and maybe beyond that. It was nice getting to sightsee. I got to see Big Ben, the London Eye, the Marble Arch, and just I got to see BBC, and I saw the outside of the Harry Potter studio, the WB studio. I didn't get to do the tour. That would have been great, but there's a lot of money floating around. You exchange $300 US, I got like 196 British pounds. That's a fucking rip-off. So in conclusion, I'd say my trip was fun, outside of the DS smashing. I guess it's alright, because you know, it is old piece of hardware. I do want to get a 3DS. Perhaps my mother will purchase me one. I don't know, maybe I could save up. I'll just stick to console, honestly. But I genuinely enjoyed myself, and another sucky aspect, but it's not really London's fault, is I didn't have any service, the Wi-Fi was shit, and the plugs are different. I didn't know that. I thought, you know, everyone had a 2-prong, but apparently they got like washing machine things. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe you guys want to take a trip to London. I know a lot of US citizens just want to see these sites. I'd say it was definitely worth going. The flight was kind of sucky, you know, 7 hours. Especially no DS. I had to watch the telly and fucking just try and nap while sitting up. They even fed us dinner. They fed us dinner on the flight, which was nice. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the trip. I recommend you guys checking it out. Just know you're probably going to want to bring your money and a camera just to really capture everything. Be prepared for some rainy weather. Pack an umbrella or clogs or a raincoat or something. And probably one last bit of advice: if you're trying to check out London, just don't do it with your father. Don't do it with your father. It's probably a bad idea. Most likely he's going to snap something, break something, or punch you in the face and just genuinely hate your guts. After my London experience, I love to go and explore other places. Dublin, Ireland. I'd love to go into Germany, Sweden, Italy, France. I'd love to see the rest of the European countries and big cities that you always dreamed about visiting when you were children growing up. And honestly, I'd say it doesn't meet expectations because there's a lot of hype about these cities, but it was still pretty cool just to say I've been there, and I've done that. I actually just watched What's a Midi, which reminded me, like, hey, the dreamer actually got out of his comfort zone and went somewhere a little different. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, my DS is broken. I'm probably gonna get that motherfucker back. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe you got some suggestions for me. Also, let me know if my British accent was okay. It probably... I generally don't do a British accent. It's probably all over the place. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to mix it up a little bit. Keep it rigid, everyone. I love you all. Expect a music video by me and Juliet this Friday. If not, we'll come up with a little skit. Something for you guys. Also, great time in the stream we had last night. I gave away Assassin's Creed Unity and Black Flag. And Cookie Monster, I'm shipping out your capture card today. Keep it rigid, everyone. I love you all, Juggies.